Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us on the weekly update this week. My name is Carey Fauscett-Anderson, and I want to thank you again for joining us. Remember, you can type your questions in the comment section during this update on the Facebook Live portion of this update. In YouTube, we don't have the ability to take questions, but we do see those on Facebook. If you don't want to ask your questions during the live broadcast, you can always email us at info@dadecounty-ga.gov. Thank you so much for coming to the right place for the right information. Today, we will be hearing from Dade County School Superintendent Josh Ingle and Dade County Executive Ted Rumley. If you know anyone who would be interested in hearing from any of our guests today, go ahead and invite them to watch this live broadcast or start a watch party so you can hold your own discussion. Remember, you can also watch this later on Facebook or YouTube, and sharing the links to our videos is super easy. We're going to do this a little bit differently today because Superintendent Engel has another meeting to get to, so we will start with him and then we will move on to our community announcements and COVID update. Superintendent Engel.
Thank you, Carey. Good afternoon. Josh Ingle, Superintendent, Dade County Schools. Just letting everyone know that over the last couple of days, administrators and I, along with our regional DPH physician, Dr. Gary Vocio, we came up with a COVID response plan. And that COVID response plan has basically 3 levels. The first level is what we would consider a low spread. And at that point, that's when classes would resume as normal, 5 days a week, where we've got additional mitigation strategies in place where we're recommending social distancing. But then if the spread starts to pick up, there's 2 different moderate spread. We have an elementary moderate spread, which would be considered a level 2. And that's when if we see a case in a particular classroom, we're going to go ahead and quarantine that class. And then if it were to start in another classroom within that same grade level, then that the entire grade level could end up being quarantined for 10 days. And if it gets to a point where multiple grade levels are starting to test positive, then we could then transition to remote learning, which I'll review shortly. Our middle and high school level 2 moderate spread is a little different. That's grades 6 through 12. What we've done was we pulled by household from Infinite Campus. We pulled parent, guardian's last name. So if there's brothers, stepbrothers, half siblings in the home, it should be divided by guardian last name. And the alphabet is split like A through L and then M through Z. So A through L, those students would attend school Monday and Tuesday, and then M through Z would attend school Thursday and Friday. And then on Wednesdays, that's when the school building would be shut down so that we can clean, disinfect, fog, spray the rooms. But then the kids would be virtual or remote learning on Wednesday. Now, the question may come up, all right, if my child goes to school on Monday and Tuesday, what would they be doing on Thursday and Friday? Well, those teachers would be given plenty of, enough work, either, packets to come home or pushing out assignments through Google Classroom so that they could keep up with their assignments on Thursday and Friday. And then the last level, level 3, remote learning, when if it were to get severe, that's when we would transition to remote learning. And this is by school. It doesn't necessarily have to be, the entire district. Like, right now we've got our middle school and high school on remote learning. Dade Elementary, we're still going strong there. There's very few cases at this time at Dade Elementary. So the data did not warrant us transitioning to remote learning at Dade Elementary. So as far as the middle school and high school, right now our plan is to do remote learning up until a week from today. And that's when those students, M through Z, they would return to classes. And then on that Monday and Tuesday, A through L would come. And we're looking at doing this up until the Friday after Labor Day. We first had a conversation about, do we want to come back, right after Labor Day and, do this? We know that we're going to have some families traveling over Labor Day weekend, so we figure we're going to stay with this plan up until that Friday. That way, that'll allow us to assess the situation after we're transitioning back in from Labor Day, from the holiday weekend of Labor Day, and then we'll look at our numbers. But we're taking it a day at a time. Please be patient. If you have any particular questions about the different levels, please contact your child's principal. They'll be glad to answer any questions. I would stay around and answer questions here today, but I've got to step into a room for another meeting. So thank you, and please have a good day.
Thank you for that, Superintendent Engel. We always appreciate our school system being on, especially when we have lots of questions, especially about COVID and the changes in procedures. County Executive Rumley will touch on some of those procedural changes for departments later in today's update. Right now, we're going to move on to community news brought to you by Alliance for Dade. The first one is an update on the Ronald McDonald House Day of Change. Thanks again to all who volunteered and contributed. The Trenton McDonald's came in second in the greater Chattanooga area for the Day of Change. So out of all of the Ronald McDonald houses in the area, we came in second. Thank you so much for that. To find out more about Ronald McDonald House charities, please visit rmhchattanooga.com. The local Optimist Club is having their annual golf tournament and fundraiser tomorrow. That's this Saturday, August 21st. And they have also put out a save the date for their Optimist Bowling Tournament, October 24th. They will release the time and place for that later, so stay tuned for that. Also, as a reminder, the Dade County Extension and 4-H will be holding their Dade Grass class Monday, August the 23rd. That's this coming Monday at 6:30. The topic will be Winter Annual and Perennial Forage Planting and Management. The speaker will be UGA State Forage Extension Specialist Dr. Lisa Baxter. You can call 706-657-4116 to register. Also, an upcoming event is Smoke on the Square. It's a barbecue contest and fundraiser for a Hand Up Ministry that will be September 11th from 10 o'clock a.m. to 5 o'clock p.m. All proceeds will benefit a Hand Up Ministry. They are committed to bridge the gap for persons in the community who have been incarcerated. To learn more about a Hand Up Ministry, call 256-60. To learn more about the Smoke on the Square barbecue contest, call 256-601-9739. And to learn more about a Hand Up Ministry, visit ahandupministry.com. Also, we have some employment opportunities that we want to inform you of. The Dade County Public Library is hiring a youth education coordinator. That is through the Cherokee Regional Library System, but that is for the Dade County Public Library right here. It is a part-time position, and you can apply online. The Dade County Public Works Department is hiring a couple of full-time employees. A CDL is required for that. You can find out more at dadecounty-ga.gov. Also, 4-H will be hiring an educator. Stay tuned for the job to be posted and the application to become available through UGA's website. You can check out our calendar at dadecounty-ga.gov to learn more about these and other events. Next, we will hear from County Executive Ted Rumley.
Good afternoon, everyone. Hope everyone's having a good day. We've got a few announcements here before we go into our numbers. Start with on our road paving. We are, like we've said before, we're going to actually do Hell's Gap. This year we're going to pave that road and improve it. Also on the Lookout Mountainside, Burkhalter Gap. Probably going to be up toward middle of September before we actually start on Hell's Gap. We'll be doing some prep work on it, but we're going to actually contract that road out because we are so short-handed in our road department. As I mentioned last week, hopefully we can find some people that want to work, but we're actually, come Monday, we'll be down to 4 on our road department, and it's really hard to find anybody to work. If anyone out there that has CDLs, it's a good paying job, has good benefits, it's right here at home. So just try to try to help us find some good people to work. We need about 3 people right now. We got three slots open. So if you know of anyone out there, send them, let them fill out an application. GDOT projects are going on. As you know, the traffic's been terrible over here. I had several calls, going up 136. They're working, trying to finish that job up. So just bear with those people because they've got a job to do, and they're trying to do the best they can do as far as keeping traffic going. The cable barrier on 59, that's happening as we speak. I had a lot of people wonder about the sidewalk. It does look like a sidewalk going up the interstate, but that's just a process they're using now to put those poles up, those cable poles. And so hopefully they'll get in and get that done. I think they've got, they're looking at maybe finishing that. At least they'll be there another month anyway, finishing that up on the interstate. We'll have at 5 o'clock, have a comprehensive plan kickoff meeting here. Well, I say we, it's actually regional commission. They're coming up to do that. And we've actually, Alex and I have been to the regional commission meeting this morning, just got back just a few minutes ago. And this is actually just a kickoff. It won't be any kind of breakouts or anything like groups. It's just by law he has to come in and actually announce the scheduling and all of that. So it'll be a pretty short meeting from what they told me down there, and it's at 5 o'clock. Down at the courthouse, the court's facility, they are requiring that everyone that enters the building, they're required to have masks. That's no matter if you've been vaccinated or not. When you walk in, a deputy, if you don't have one, he'll give you one. That's something that just started this week. Actually, have had court going on today. The sheriff's lobby, it's been closed for the last week or so due to COVID. And if you need to be fingerprinted for any reason, for whatever, passports or whatever, there's a number here you can call, 657-3233. That's posted on our website, and they'll be glad to help you and guide you in the right direction. Our senior building, we did close it this week due to COVID, and we'll keep you updated on it. We're not sure how many weeks we'll have to have that closed. We're just kind of watching the numbers on it, and we felt it the best thing to do would be to close it because of the COVID and the spread of it is so aggressive right now. And there's a couple numbers there you can call if you've got questions. And we're still going to maintain our routes as far as transporting people, to and from the doctors and all. So that's not going to affect that. And but just call the senior center at 657-7434 and 657-8277. That's our transportation. Angie over in our tax commissioner's office, they have opened back up their external window that we put in back a year ago or so. And for those of you that are uncomfortable coming in right now, we do still have this open in here, and that may change next week. We're kind of looking at numbers, but you can go there and to the window. They're manning it now, so you can take care of anything that you need to inside right there at that window. So keep that in mind, and you can call them at 657-7563 if you've got any questions there. The window hours there is 2 to 5 on Monday, and Wednesday is 2 to 5:30, and that could change. It could, as the numbers increase. Hopefully they won't, but if they do, it may be a 5-day a week.
Currently the window's open Monday through Wednesday. From 2 to 5 and 2 to 5:30 on Thursdays.
Yeah, for those, okay. As far as our vaccinations, there's no reason if you want to be vaccinated or have there's no reason not to, it's readily available. There's no lines. I said this last week. Who knows in the next couple of weeks, what it's going to be. We could go back and there be backed up like they were before. But right now, our health department, they have plenty of the vaccine. There's other places in Trenton also, the down primary, they're still, giving the vaccine. And I think once a week they're still coming down to the park as needed and setting up. So, but the big question is right now, and our big problem is now we've got a lot of people that want to get tested, and there's limited places that are testing right now. We're working with Rome Regional Health. I was on the phone with them yesterday and then today too, and then we were at Rome at our meeting, and we're trying to get them to actually put a site here, either working jointly with primary or someone where we can have a place to be tested free without paying. And that's I'm hoping that we can resolve that this week or possibly next week. Next Wednesday, over at the Colonnade, our regional health departments, they're going to have two sites. One will be at the Colonnade and one will be down in Bartow County for all of Northwest Georgia to go to actually be tested free. That is a little far for Dade County to drive. It is a long drive around the mountain or across the mountain, and that's why we are lobbying, trying to get at least 2 days a week here in Dade County to be tested. The hours over there at the Colonnade, it's going to start Wednesday, and that'd be August the 25th, and it'll be Monday and Wednesdays thereafter. They'll open at 10 o'clock in the morning, and they'll stay open all the way till 7 o'clock in the evening. And that's 2 days a week. That's on a Monday and a Wednesday. So if you are there, want to drive over there, if you're shopping or whatever, and you want to be tested, it's free. They're not sure yet just how long the lines are going to be. I got a feeling there's a lot of people. It'll be probably lengthy, but the lines will. But they'll have enough people to actually move traffic on through. It's actually a stand-in-the-car test. You don't get out. You pull up and they'll test you. And from what I understand, they didn't tell us this, but now that will be a rapid test, from what I understand, right?
That's what I heard.
We'll know, next Wednesday, but from what I understand, it'll be a rapid test. Of course, if not, it'll be they'll contact you by email or phone within 48 hours.
And they can make an appointment online to go ahead and get their spot. We've got that showing on the screen right now.
Okay.
They can go to mako.exchange//splash, or you can call 919-351-6256 to make that appointment. And that's at the Colonnade. We also have that on our website at dadecounty-ga.gov. So all of the testing information and all of the vaccine information, as well as booster information, is on our website.
Yeah. And also there is places here in Trenton you can go, but it is, they do charge, and the primary health care, and Lawson Medical, Price Pharmacy, and of course up at Lookout Valley there where you turn into Walmart there, but I think Price Pharmacy, I think I've got a price, it's $90. Most of them are around $90 to $100 to be tested. So if you can wait till next week and don't mind driving over there, hopefully by the next week or so though we'll have it here in Trenton somewhere. If we work something out or they work something out with primary, we'll probably do it the same as we're doing the vaccines down at Park. We'll either have a drive-through down there that you can go. If they really don't want to do it down there, whoever we contract with, we'll do it across over here in our parking lot where the court facilities at. We've got a lot of room over there, and if they do it 2 days a week, we can stagger those days and get around the court traffic. So we, of course, there you got to think about the school traffic too, but maybe we can work around that if we do it over here. But the best place to do it would be down to Park because we have so much room down there. But we will keep you updated on that. And as soon as we know something, she will post it. We'll have a little call session here and we'll let you know because that's big. That's pretty important right now because we've got a lot of people. Josh, we met with him yesterday, Josh Ingle, which was here, our superintendent. He's real concerned about it because, they've shut down the high school and the middle school. So you've got a lot of children, in the elementary school too, of course, it's still open. But you got a lot of parents that need to know. They want to know if they're test positive or not. So there'll be a lot of people there when they first open these things up. I'll go ahead and go into the report as far as our cases, and just like predicted, we've had 104 positive tests in the last 14 days here in Dade County, and we're still at 14 deaths and 64 hospitalizations. Walker County, they've had 366 positive cases in the last 2 weeks. Catoosa County, they've had 296 positives in the last 2 weeks. Chattooga County, they're at 119 in the last 14 days. So, you know, the numbers, you know, every week, almost every 48 hours, they're increasing. Go down here to our Tennessee counties, which is Hamilton County. They went from 48,989 to 50,527. They have 2,335 active cases right now. Did you have that number from last week? I had it. I was going to bring it in here.
Which one?
The active cases they had actually the last week compared, because it was
No.
1,700.
Yeah, it was huge. I don't have it with me.
And
Sorry.
here we are at 2,335, you know, and that's just in a week. You know, that's just, you know, Marion County, right now they have 204 active cases, and their total number is now 3,695. Move down to the Alabama counties, DeKalb. I can get my paperwork right here. Go down to Jackson County. Right now, they're at 7,803 total from the beginning. They actually have had 83 cases in the last 7 days in a week. DeKalb County, they've had 270 cases in the last week, last 7 days. They've had 205 people die in DeKalb County. Jackson County's had 122. So their numbers just, you know, they're our neighbors and they're going up. So you just need to be careful, you know, I mean, really.
I do have the numbers from a month ago, which I find interesting. So a month ago in Dade County, we had 8 active cases.
Yeah.
Now we have 104 in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Walker was 61. Now they're at 366.
Yeah.
So Catoosa was at 51 a month ago. They're at 296. Hamilton County, I thought was very telling. A month ago, Hamilton County had 311 active cases.
Yeah.
And right now they stand at 2,335.
That's just a
So
tremendous.
it took us nearly 9 months to see that kind of shift in numbers the last time. But with this Delta variant, they're going up much more quickly.
Yeah. But we are, you know, as a government, we're monitoring this, and we're going to do what we need to. If we got to go back and close this lobby and go back to the social distancing here in the government, so we in properties, we will. It'll be up to the restaurants to do whatever they want or whatever they feel safe doing until the governor makes a move, because that's not something we're going to make that call. Been talking to our local banks and all, you know, they've called, and we're working with them, you know, on numbers, and it'll be up to them whether to go back to, you know, like to close their lobbies. I think you'll see, you know, some changes next week even in some businesses is how they're handling this, because it is a reality. It's out there. You know, whether you like to wear the mask or not, I'm wearing my mask everywhere I possibly can, just like I was before. And I did get my shots, and that's up to you if you want to do that or not. But biggest thing is to be safe and just don't block it out like it's not there. You know, some people I've talked to, it just seems like because it is real, and we've got people right here in our that we know, all of us know, that are in the hospital. We've got people that are, you know, they're just holding on to the end of life right now because of this crazy stuff. So just be careful. We'll keep you updated. You know, as soon as anything changes, and as soon as we find out any more as far as numbers go, and as soon as we know about the testing sites. Like I said, she can post it, or we'll just go ahead no matter what time, and we find out for sure. Sometimes we'll come back on and be sure that you know what's going on. I appreciate everyone you know, watching this broadcast, and as always, you can call me at 423-667-8999, and I'll try to help you any way I can. We'll see you next week, or if not sooner. And if you have any questions or any concerns, please call us. Thank you.